we ain't never seen. We got a whole 7'6" Frenchman in the league. He's a rookie, looking like he's a 2-3-year-old player, looking like he's a guard. He nutmegged the guard. Man, get the man, bro. Listen, Wilt Chamberlain is rolling over his grave right now. If we told him a 6'10" power forward was playing center and jumps this high, is the best.
He's heating up.
This is the part of the conversation that always bothered me, and it's the same argument every single time it's brought up. They weren't shooting like this back in the day. They couldn't handle the rock like this back in the day. They couldn't jump like this. They weren't creative like today's players are. But if you offer any other perspective, you are immediately labeled a hater of today's game, and that's not the case. Don't take my word for it. Check out what Tracy McGrady had to say.
The moves are hard. They are hard. But I think it's a lot of wasted dribbling. It's a lot of wasted dribbling.
The feet work you got to have for this, though, bro.
No, it's incredible what they're doing. The creativity, right? It's incredible. I see a lot of wasted dribbling, though. You know what I'm saying? I see at times.
Exhausted?
I see at times where you're trying to do these moves when the defense is just sitting on you. You're trying to be too creative. You're trying to do too much, whereas you gotta, sometimes you just gotta keep it simple.
He giving you right, go right.
You gotta keep it simple.
Don't go right, snatch him back,
That's right. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of wasted dribbling, right?
You have all of the moves in the world. You can shoot from the parking lot and you can jump out of the gym. But for some reason, you're consistently out of the playoffs, missing games, getting blown out every single night, and you're not playing to your fullest potential every single game to put your team in a position to be successful. The reason people won't let go of the past is because they understand the difference between talent and greatness. Talent excites and entertains, greatness inspires. Heroes get remembered and legends never die. That's that quote from The Sandlot. There's a feeling you get watching certain players. You know what you're getting every single night. You didn't have to question their heart. You didn't have to question their toughness. You didn't have to question their priorities. You didn't have to question their competitive drive. We could see it. We could feel it. We were inspired by it. Inside the NBA is everybody's favorite show until they start the back in my day conversation. See, you stay for the funny, but you don't stay for the knowledge. Mainly, I'm talking about Shaquille O'Neal. He always said that dominance for a big man in the regular season was around 28-12. You scoff at him. You say the big man is dying out. That's not the way the game is played anymore. It's a point guard driven league. Spread it out, shoot threes. And then along comes Giannis, Embiid, and Joker, dominating the MVP conversation for the past 5 seasons, putting up those numbers on a nightly basis, and they are ultimately respected for it. LeBron, one of the 3 greatest players in NBA history. Steph ultimately might go down as the greatest point guard ever, and Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer we've ever seen in NBA history. They've already secured their legacies as all-time greats and all-time legends. But it seems like the rest of the NBA isn't on that wave. See, they're so focused on being talented that it doesn't seem like they're locked in on being great. Why would I go to somebody and ask them what it takes to be great when I'm already averaging between 25 and 30 points a night and I already have a $200 million contract? It makes it a little bit difficult for me to put my ego aside when everybody is so busy telling me how wonderful I am, but you're still ultimately losing games. You're still ultimately putting big numbers up on a bad team, shooting low percentages and missing the playoffs. Like I said, talent versus greatness. Anthony Davis should be mentioned in the same discussions that Giannis is, Embiid, and Joker as one of the most talented big men in the entire NBA. This man closed out the in-season tournament with 41, 20, 5, and 4 in the championship game, but he doesn't bring that same level of focus and determination every single night. Otherwise, LeBron James wouldn't be the end-all be-all in his, 21st, 22nd season for the LA Lakers. Zion should be the most physically dominant player in the NBA, but for some reason his diet, his training, it doesn't line up exactly with the way the Pelicans want things to be lined up as. So you have them going back and forth and they're internally imploding because Zion doesn't want to do the things that he needs to do to be great. When healthy, They were in the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, which is not something that is easy to do, especially the way the conference is aligned as we speak. So many supremely talented players, and very few are in pursuit of greatness. You never stop talking about MJ, Kobe, Bron, Magic, because they showed us what it looked like to chase greatness every single night. And when the lights were off, we knew for a fact, because of the stories that would come out about how insanely determined they were to be great when the cameras were not rolling, how hard they were working in the gym, how hard they were lifting in the weight room, how seriously they took their diet, how well they studied the plays, how well they knew their opponent just as much as they knew themselves. It is not about when the lights are on that matters. I don't have to be around when you plant the seed for me to know what type of fruit it is. All I got to do is sit around and wait, and the fruit is going to reveal itself.
He's heating up.